Good evening and welcome to beautiful Bristol, Florida, as we're finishing up our broadcast today from Dixie Youth Baseball AA Pitching Machine. I'm Matt Bassford. I'll be your host tonight and play-by-play as we finish off this pool play for Dixie Youth Baseball AA ball. Tonight we have the closing game between Spring Hill American, who will be the visitor, and West Volusia. One team is moving on to most likely, well, for sure, Spring Hill's moving on to play in double elimination tournament beginning tomorrow. Okeechobee has moved on as well. West Volusia, who is 0-4 in pool play, will be going home. We're ready for our first pitch. Coming up to bat will be Jackson Burton. He takes the first pitch. That's a traditional strategy for most of these teams. They have their batters take the first pitch to sort of see what's going on. And there's a rope to left field. Gets by the right and the left fielder, and Jackson Burton is turning. He is burning the leadoff hitter. He is going to go all the way around, and he is going to have an inside-the-park home run to start the game off. Jackson Burton. That ball was well hit. He hit it where they weren't. And he hits a home run. Jackson Burton to start it off. An early 1-0 lead for Spring Hill American over West Volusia. I had Spring Hill American's last game. They got a full frame of 7 runs in the first inning. They came out hitting the ball, and if Barton's any indication, they're doing the same again today. First pitch is taken now by Mario DeAngelis. This one's roped out in the left field, too. That's going to drop for a base hit. As DeAngelis is on base. Your shout-out number is 850-573. 4880. That's 850-573-4880 if you want to shout out and text to these young men and lady that you're listening in. Perhaps they'll hear later when they listen to the broadcast, if they do that you were here supporting them. Please shout out. Let us know you're there. I've enjoyed hearing. Here's a foul ball right back at us. Bangs on our mic. As Jaden Allen, playing part-time at the pitching position, hits a liner past second base, and that's going to score another run. The ball comes all the way in. It's going to be a close play at the plate, but he's safe. Is Mario DeAngelis. Taking second on the throw home is Jaden Allen, and your new score is Spring Hill 2, West Volusia 0. Brings up A.J. O'Nolan. The left fielder trying to keep it going here. 2-0 already. Spring Hill. Nothing that West Volusia has done wrong. Just Spring Hill's done it right as they've hit the ball, the cover off the ball now in consecutive games in the first inning. Here comes the second pitch of the at-bat, of course, taken on the first one. Taking the second one as well. That pitch was high and out of the zone, so probably a wise thing. There wasn't much that O'Nolan could have done with that pitch. Sometimes the machine sends them off a little crooked. Umpire says, get in the batter's box and let's play ball. That was a good pitch. He's taken 3 straight pitches, so now he must, well, they don't think that was good enough, so it's going to reset the count for 3 pitches as the field umpire comes in and adjusts the pitching machine. They'll run a couple pitches through it to make sure that it's throwing it to their satisfaction. And then they'll reset the count to 3 pitches for A.J. O'Nolan. I think they're ready now, so Nolan steps in and digs in and hits a rope out past second base. It's going to fall in for a base hit, and that's going to coming around to score, and he's going to hold up from third is Jaden Allen. He stays there at third. And now the ball gets away. It's being thrown around the infield. Going to be out at third base for the first out of the inning, but coming in to score is Jaden Allen. And A.J. O'Nolan got a little frisky and was out. Tagged out at third base, trying to take third on the throw. But now 3 runs are in and 1 out is in the inning. Bases are cleared. Spring Hill American will start over. Again, that shout-out number is 850-573-4880. We'd love to hear from you. Brody Heddick takes the first pitch without swinging. Takes the second pitch. 3-0 is your score. Again, 1 out in the inning. And there's a shot up the middle. It's going to fall just on the other side of second base. And Heddick gets a base hit. Heddick, runner on first with 2 outs. That will bring up Noah Sanchez. Look for Heddick to take off with good speed, and it appears that the catcher for Feliciano is not going to throw it to second base. He is not. He throws it back to the pitcher. Very conservative approach defensively for this West Volusia squad. I'm sure they're doing exactly what they're coached to do, and the coach does what he thinks is best. Now taking second is Heddick. So Sanchez has an opportunity to drive in a run now that he's in scoring position. Fouled off behind the first base dugout. So he stays alive. Sanchez readies himself. The ball's about to come through the machine. And that's a rope to center field. It's going to probably score another run. They try to throw him out at first, and it's just not done. Now the throw's going to come home. The runner goes back to third, and taking second base is Noah Sanchez as Heddick bluffed home, drew the throw, and allowed Sanchez to take second base. Now Austin Emmerman will be next. Runners on second and third with 1 out in the inning. And again, Spring Hill American is knocking the cover off the ball to begin a ball game. There's a pop fly, and it dropped in the left field. That's going to score 1. Throw comes into third and is cut off, and will hold Sanchez at second, but it's an RBI single for Austin Emmerman. Now runners on first and second still. Only 1 out in the inning. Your new score is Spring Hill American 4. West Volusia has not gotten up to bat yet. I think they're going for the 7-run limit here. There's a little dribbler. It's going to be trouble down the third base line, and everybody's going to be safe. Not much West Volusia could do in that well-placed ball by Brandon Savarese. And we have bases loaded. Still only 1 out. And it brings up the birthday boy, Jacob Gianni. Had a good game, went 2 for 2 in his last game on his birthday with a couple of RBI. Gianni's playing right center field to start the ball game off. And he takes the first pitch. The umpire Has something, maybe a flash photography that he doesn't like behind the plate. That's a no-no as players are trying to see the ball, and if it's hit hard and a flash has temporarily blinded them, that's certainly a no-no. We care most about these players' safety more than the outcome of the ball game. And there's a shot up the middle. There's a chance, but everybody's safe. Another run scores, and everybody moves up one station. As Gianni gets another base hit and scores another RBI. Julia Hyatt, playing second base, came up with the ball, but she really didn't have anywhere to go with it as everybody was scampering to their respective bases. Now Lucas Sutton looks to add to this 5-0 total. Takes the first pitch. Still only one out in the inning. But again, really no fault of West Volusia, as Spring Hill American is just hitting it where they're not. Takes the second pitch of the at-bat. Cologne playing the pitching position. Doing a fine job there as well for West Volusia. Takes another pitch. And now the umpire will again come in and adjust. After a certain number of bad ones, they come in and adjust and reset the count to 3 pitches. That's a new rule in the AA. Good rule, I think. It's fair both to the defense and also to the way to go, Julia. Second base, backing up the throw to get and the out for West Volusia. Yes, it was. Great job, young lady. Jackson Wowsy, 3rd home run for the tournament. Good job, young man. Mom is proud of you. There's a swing and a miss by Sutton. No steals because there's nowhere for them to go. From the 352 area code, give it all you got, West Volusia. Finish strong. We're proud of you, your West Volusia family. A lot to be proud of. Some good young people out there playing for this West Volusia squad. Win or lose, that's not what it's about. There's a little squirter over second base. Play is made out. Good play over there as Julia Hyatt fires it over to Caden Gadus. But another run scores, making it 6-0. Runners move up to second and third. Lucas Sutton picks up an RBI. As Savarese is on third, Gianni's on second, and Emmerman scores that 6th run. Now Sekaleski. I don't know why I've struggled with that name. There's a shot down the third base line. Apparently the bases were loaded, and that was not an out recorded at first. So they get the force at third. And the 7th run comes in the inning. And that ends the inning with Sekaleski with the fielder's choice. So at the end of the first half inning, your score, Spring Hill American 7, West Volusia 0. You're listening to Dixie Youth Baseball on JockJive.com.
Dixie Youth All-Stars, Sheriff Eddie Joe White welcomes you to Liberty County. Sheriff White understands all the hard work that has brought you to Bristol and salutes your efforts. He and his staff of deputies and admin personnel wish you the very best. Win or lose, it's about sportsmanship and doing your best. Good luck from Sheriff Eddie Joe White, serving Liberty County with fairness and honesty. When those taste buds are demanding delicious, make it the Cookhouse Restaurant in Bluntstown. From steaks to sandwiches, cooks will have those buds saying, "Oh yeah." There's prime rib, crab legs, a variety of seafood and steaks, soup and salad bar, a complete dessert menu and ice cream bar, and more. The Cookhouse Restaurant is open 10 to 8 Monday through Thursday, till 9 on Friday and Saturday, and open at 7 a.m. Saturday for breakfast. The Cookhouse Restaurant is located on Main Street North. Player team and umpire specials.
Dixie Youth Baseball fans, did you know that in this season there were $72,000 scholarships awarded to deserving high school seniors throughout the 11 states in which Dixie Youth Baseball is played? Dixie Youth Baseball has now given over $1,240,000 to former Dixie Youth players in scholarships. Any high school senior who has played Dixie Youth Baseball is eligible to apply for a scholarship. The Dixie Youth Scholarship Program, just one of the good things that are a part of this program.
We're back, and we have the Parks and Rec Director, Ray Glisson, out here on the roof helping me get somewhere I can see with the condensation on the window. That's super good. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate it very much. We don't want to open the windows because then it'd get mighty hot and even more humid in here. Thank you. That's perfect. Thank you, man. Leading off will be Dawson Martinez for West Volusia. Got a couple more shout-outs. Let's finish strong. Spring Hill American, you guys have worked so hard to get where you are. They have, and it looks like they will advance from pool play. Hard work, teamwork, great coaching, success. Go Spring Hill from Coach Tony and Cody and the Spring Hill Ozone American All-Stars. Thank you for supporting your colleagues. There's a foul ball to start off the inning. Thank you, Ken and Cheryl Boyle, for keeping those West Volusia boys in line. Safe travels home. That's a big job sometimes when you get off with a bunch of kids, even no matter how good the kids are. Bottom of the first inning, Spring Hill American carries a 7-0 lead after scoring the maximum in the first inning. Swing and a miss there by Martinez and runs the count to 0-2. The third pitch comes in. Foul tip, so he remains alive with a 2-strike count. Martinez reaches over and taps the plate. The coach gets ready to feed it through the pitching machine. Another foul ball. This will be the 5th pitch of the at-bat. If you're not familiar with Dixie Youth AA ball, then where have you been all weekend? 5-pitch maximum. On the 5th pitch, you have to make contact of some sort to remain alive. 3 strikes for 5 pitches, whichever comes first. There's another ball fouled off, so he remains alive, does Dawson Martinez. All right, here comes the pitch. He takes the 5th pitch, and he strikes out. He did not swing. He sort of checked the swing. Umpire looked at him and said, "That was your pitch." So 1 out in the inning. It wasn't the best of pitches. I would agree with him. Sometimes it's hard to swing at them when they're out of the zone, but there's 1 out in the inning. Sometimes life is not fair, and you just have to work through it. And that wasn't all that fair, but he had some other good pitches he could have handled, so we're moving on. Ball is thrown outside just a little bit. The first pitch of the at-bat. Looks like they may have to do a little kick on the machine here in a moment. Or the batters will just have to make an adjustment. There's a pitch right down the heart. Sometimes it can be operator error on the machine. If they drop it in with a slight spin, it causes the ball to curve by the coach. There's a swing and a miss. They don't do it on purpose. They all want their kids to do the very best they can and be successful. But nobody's perfect for sure. Leandra DaCosta awaits the pitch. Comes right across the outside corner, and he swings at it, and he's down on strikes as well. Now 2 outs in the inning as West Volusia is trying to match the scoring barrage of Spring Hill American, which reached the maximum allowable runs in an inning of 7 in the top of the first inning. Now Caden Caduce, the first baseman, big guy, comes into bat. And he readies himself. Great pitch as he takes the first pitch, perhaps with the pitching machine being erratic for whatever reason. Perhaps if you get a good one downtown, you should take advantage of it on the first pitch. Some coaches coach them not to swing at the first pitch ever. Sometimes that strategy is good. Sometimes it comes back to bite you when you get down toward the end of the at-bat. There's a shot to the shortstop. The shortstop wanted none of that. And it's a base hit to left field for Caden Caduce. The shortstop playing over there, Brody Heddick. He decided that putting his body between that shot and home plate was not the best career move. Big hit, Caden. Yes, it was. Thanks for the shout-out. Now that brings up the cleanup hitter, Osniel Feliciano. Hope I said that right. I've been saying it 10 different ways every time I've had West Volusia's games. But Mr. Feliciano is up to bat. He's handling the catching duties. I always root for the catchers, being one myself. And he smokes one down the left field line, but is hooking foul ball. He hit that one a ton, very close to that outfield temporary fence. And it would have been trouble had it been about a foot more to the right, but it lands harmlessly foul. Just a long, loud strike. So he settles back in after that pitch and swings and misses. And we have a full count. Now Feliciano squeezes the aluminum out of the bat. Now coming for the 5th pitch. So he has to do something with this one, even if it's just foul it off to stay alive. And he does something with it for sure. That's a shot down the right and left field line, and it is a foul ball. Home plate umpire Jeff Faircloth motions that it's about a foot foul. He absolutely gave that ball a ride. That's 2 of them down there. That left fielder has already shaded the line and shaded back toward the fence. He's seen what Feliciano can do. Now Feliciano still on his do or die, and he swings and misses to retire the side. Pitching machine won that half inning as all 3 batters went down on strikes. At the end of 1, your score, Spring Hill 7, West Volusia 0. You're listening to Dixie Youth Baseball on JockJive.com.
Roberts Construction, with offices on Sherman Avenue in Panama City, are proud supporters of Dixie Youth Baseball. Roberts understand the importance of instilling the positive characteristics that team sports provide. The ability to work together for a common goal, pick a teammate up when they are down, and praise a job well done are traits that will serve the young athletes well throughout their lives. And at Roberts Construction, we are proud of these young gentlemen and ladies.
What makes Dixie Youth Baseball different? Well, one good rule is required participation. During the local season, every player on every team is required to play in every game, and all tournament players are required to bat at least once in every game. It's not a perfect rule, but it's much more than most youth baseball organizations do, and it allows each baseball player to be an active participant. Just being a part of each win or loss means so much to the child. They just want to belong, and Dixie Youth Baseball sees to it that they do. by making this a regular rule. We think this is a step in the right direction, the child's direction.
We're back. Let me try one more thing.
We invite your support and contributions to the Dixie Youth Scholarship.
Just checking the advertisements to make sure they were playing through. When I got back, it was silent. I was rushing back to my station. All right, leading off this inning will be the bottom of the lineup, J.P. Patterson, number 12 for Spring Hill American. Then we'll roll back to the top of the lineup, Jackson Barton, who hit a home run to lead off this game. Home plate umpire dusts the plate off so everybody knows where it's at. And we're ready to go. This Spring Hill American pitching coach does a little one-ball juggling act. Ready to go now. Top of the second. J.P. Patterson leads off. Of course, he takes the first pitch. I've not seen a Spring Hill American player swing at the first pitch. From the 352 area code, let's go Brado and Spring Hill. From your brother and the Trinity Yankees baseball team in Sanford, Florida. Takes another pitch. There's a foul ball over to the right-hand side. Nobody's going to get it. Runs the count to 2-1. Patterson, you can hear the ring of the bat. It's a roller shortstop, and he is going to reach. Tough play over there for Dawson Martinez. And Patterson picks up where his teammates left off in the first inning. Now the top of the lineup, Jackson Barton, as I mentioned earlier, hit a home run to open this ball game. He readies himself in the box. Of course, he's going to take the first pitch, and he does. See what he can do to turn one around. Swings through and misses. Perhaps that home run went to his head a little bit as he swung wildly at that one. Missed it by a foot. He didn't miss that one as it's looped into center field. That's going to be a base hit. There's a fielder's choice at second, and he is safe. Safe. No indication from the umpire out there. So we had to wait and see, and he called time and popped up. So Patterson is safe at second, and Barton has another base hit. Had he got him at second, it would have been a rob job for a clean base hit. But the fielder's choice did not happen. Couldn't tell whether his foot was not on the bag. The ball beat him clearly, but apparently the shortstop didn't quite have his foot on the bag. Now runners on first and second with no outs. That brings Mario DeAngelis to the plate. He also had a ringing double in the first inning. No RBI because Barton had cleared the bases with his first hit. There was nobody on, but it was still clear because of the home run. There's a shot up the middle. Nobody's going to get to that one. Gets by the right center fielder, and runners are coming around. There's one run going to score. Safe at second, and a second run is going to score. And now your new score is 9-0 with a 2 RBI double by Mario DeAngelis. Patterson and Barton come in to score. Now runner on second with nobody out, and Jaden Allen steps up already leading 9-0. You hear some of my colleagues on other fields getting pretty excited. It's too late for that kind of stuff. Without saying, I bet you can guess what happened. Runner on third now. There's a roller to third base. It's going to scoot through the hole between short and third. Now it gets on out to the outfield, and cruising into second with a double is Jaden Allen, an RBI double as DeAngelis scores. Now the ball gets away again as they threw it home for really no reason until DeAngelis was going to walk in. Now Allen cruises into third. And now you have a 10-0 score. And now he's taking home as the ball gets away from the pitcher, and it's now 11-0. An unconventional trip around the bases by Jaden Allen, but nonetheless he scores. No outs. 11-0 is your score. There is a mercy rule situation that could come up in the next inning, but we'll worry about that then. Right now, A.J. O'Nolan takes the first pitch. It's kind of complicated how the mercy rule works. Every player must get an at-bat. And there's a pop-up to third base. That's going to be a tough one to handle. But the play is made out there for the first out by Dawson Martinez. Great catch out there, young man. He was fading away from the infield and sort of made an over-the-shoulder catch on that pop-up. Great job, young man. Now 1 out in the inning as O'Nolan was robbed, but it took a great play to get him out. Now Brody Heddick is next. There's a shot towards shortstop again, and it gets through. And Brody Heddick is on with a base hit. He hit that ball hard. Runner on first. Spring Hill American. Already 11 runs in. Looking for more as Noah Sanchez now comes up to bat. Squaring the bunt and pulling it back is Sanchez, and going to second without a throw is Brody Heddick. Umpires cleaning up around second base. It's a messy field out there. They've done a great job, this grounds crew has, of even allowing us to play. If you had seen how much rain was dumped on this complex, you'd wonder how we were playing at all. So great job to Ray Glisson and his crew of volunteers. They don't have to be out here, but they love kids and they love this community and want to make this happen. So great job to them. Now Sanchez steps back in and hits a rope up the middle. Nobody's going to get that. And the ball comes in quickly, and cruising into third is Heddick. And taking second is Sanchez. He won't draw a throw. Now runners on second and third still with only 1 out in the inning. Austin Emmerman has 2 ducks on the pond to drive in. Emmerman had a RBI double his first time up, and he pops the ball foul out over the screen for the first strike. Emmerman handling the catching duties tonight. Again, this is no indication on West Volusia. West Volusia is playing good defense. Spring Hill's just clobbering the ball. Foul ball down the third base line, so we'll do it all over again. West Volusia just the only out that they had even an opportunity to make, they made. Now defensively, just an impressive showing by this Spring Hill bunch, and he ropes another one up the middle. Shortstop fields it, and in time at first base. That will score a run, though, as Emmerman gets the RBI on the ground out, 6-3. And in to score 2 runs, Brady Heddick and Noah Sanchez with heads-up base running, making it 13-0. Now 2 outs in the inning. Bases are empty. And Severesi will be up. The right fielder, who also had a double to start the first, to keep the first inning going, comes up yet again in the second inning. Not an RBI situation, but still wanting to do his best for his team, for his coaches, for his family. There's a little nubber, and out, and now the ball gets by the first baseman. From the pitcher, the ball's still loose on the infield, but Severeski will remain at second base. $13-0 is your score. 2 outs now. That again brings up the birthday boy for the second time in as many innings, Jacob Gianni. He takes a mighty practice swing. Of course, he's not going to swing at the first pitch. He shows bunt and pulls it back. Now something's going on with the West Volusia pitcher. He's rubbing his arm and got that look in his eye. The Spring Hill coach helps him remove his helmet, which protects him out there, and they're going to take Aiden Colon out of the ball game. Don't know exactly what the issue is with that young man. They're going to switch around some infielders and outfielders and bring in a substitute for Colon. If we hear anything, or if you hear anything listening here at the ball game and can give us an update, we would appreciate that. Coming in to play the pitcher's position now. Don't see a number. And Julia Hyatt has moved over, and she is now playing the pitcher's position. There's a shot by Lucas Sutton, and he is going to be safe. Gianni advances to third, and Sutton scampers into second. Now runners on second and third. 2 outs in the inning. Seems like we've had 2 outs for quite a while. Frankie Sekelski, who was retired on a fielder's choice his first time up, looking to drive in 2 more runs. He does hit it down the third base line. Play comes home, not in time, safe. As Gianni scores, and that will be the 7th run of the inning, and that will end the inning. So, going to the bottom of the second inning, your new score is Spring Hill 14. Coming up to bat, West Volusia 0. You're listening to Dixie Youth Baseball on JockJive.com.
Here are some things you may not know about Jock Jive. We're one of the nation's premier sports production companies. From audio only to full-scale video productions, we can do it all. Our list of clients is continuing to grow and includes the Southwestern Athletic Conference, Gulf South Conference, NJCAA, Georgia Collegiate Athletic Association, Alabama Community College Conference, Perfect Game, Great American Rivalries, youth sports like Dixie, American Legion, Babe Ruth, plus a litany of high schools, junior colleges, and more. We've worked with with names I bet you recognize, like Johnny Manziel, Trent Dilfer, Doug Williams, Monty Coleman, and more. And we travel to practically every part of the country, from New York to California, Florida to Minnesota, and everywhere in between. Here's another thing you may not know. We are ready to come to work for you. That's right, we have a package to fit practically every budget. Just go to jockjive.com and contact us to get international coverage for your next sporting event. Your athletes deserve the best. They deserve Jock Jive.
Are you aware of the scholarship program available to participants in Dixie Youth Baseball? Hundreds of men and women have won scholarships and used them to help pay for their education after graduating from high school. 70 $2,000 scholarships were given away this year. To apply for a scholarship, you must be a senior in high school, complete the application, and mail it by March 1st to be considered for one of these awards. If you played Dixie Youth Baseball in past years and you will be a senior in high school next year, we encourage you to think about this opportunity. Many are glad they did.
All right, we're ready to start the bottom of the second inning. Yosnil Feliciano steps up to bat. He's handling the catching duties for this West Volusia bunch. They've just kind of been jumped on by the hot bats of Spring Hill American. Foul tip. Second strike of the at-bat for Feliciano. He always hustles. I've noticed that in the games that I've called of his. Seems like a good kid from where I'm sitting. There's a foul ball, so he remains alive with 2 strikes. Umpire in charge, Timmy Arnold, standing next to me. He's got his full gear on, so I told him it must be a bad night if he's having to take the field. Foul ball right back up at us. He's going to remain in the batter's box, saving himself with that foul ball. It's on the 5th pitch now. So he must do something with it. And he swings and misses. And it is a strikeout. That brings up Trevor Calabro, an outfielder for this West Volusia bunch. I don't see any more shout-outs. Maybe there's one more. Maybe, let's see. Yeah, there's one. From the 407, Julia, you go, girl. Aunt CJ and Norma Jean. You never trust a woman named Norma Jean, I've found out in my life experience. Just kidding, Norma. There's a foul ball back to the screen as Calabro remains in the batter's box. Bottom of the second. We do have to get through the entire lineup for this game to count, as every kid has to have a shot. There's a foul ball straight back that almost takes umpire Jeff Faircloth's head off. He does not have a mask in this division, so he has to be alive back there. He did a good job ducking to the side. Cat-like reflexes, and a swing and a miss. Another strikeout. Seems like the wind may be out of the sails of this West Volusia team, maybe. I know they want to go out strong and keep their head up. They've had 5 strikeouts to start this game. They're a little bit overmatched in this ball game, as Spring Hill American has hit it crazy bunch of balls and hit it hard, and they've not been able to get anything going yet. There's a shot down the right field line, but it's going to be foul by Angel Placencia. He stays in there and swings and misses. Two outs in the inning. There's a foul tip. Stays behind the plate, so he'll stay alive. The catcher back there, Austin Emmerman, popped up and was ready to fire to first base, but umpire called it foul, rightly so. And there's a base hit into right field. That breaks the ice for West Volusia. It's their first hit of the night. Comes off the bat of the outfielder Angel Placencia. Now Joshua Johnson Aguilar will step up. Runner on first. 2 outs in the inning. Takes the first pitch. Let's go Julia from the 407 area code. Girls getting the most shout-outs of anybody I've ever seen. There's a little grounder to the pitcher. It's going to be fielded cleanly by Jaden Allen, and he flips it over to Jackson Barton to end the inning. 1-3 is the putout. And after 2 innings, your score, Spring Hill 14, West Volusia 0. You are listening to Dixie Youth Baseball on JockJive.com.
Did you know a child may start in the Dixie program at or below age 6 and continue through age 19? Yes, there's an opportunity for youth 6 through 19 to enjoy baseball in Dixie. Dixie Youth, Dixie Boys, Dixie Majors. If your league is not a part of these baseball programs, contact a Dixie official for information and bring your child up in Dixie. The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
And we're back going to the top of the 3rd inning. Spring Hill American. For the 2nd inning in a row, J.P. Patterson will lead off the inning at the bottom of the lineup, and then we'll move to the top to Jackson Barton. If Spring Hill American scores 1 more, West Volusia will have to score at least 1 run, but the caveat of that is every batter must have an at-bat. So we may or may not have 3 or more innings, depending on all of those criteria being met. J.P. Patterson steps in, lead off the 3rd inning. Brian Mitchell, one of the Mariana coaches, gives a little wave. They've got 1 more game to go tonight. They're okay on advancing, I believe. It's going to be close. I'm not sure which teams will be advancing into double elimination play starting tomorrow, tournament play. But pool play, I wouldn't have believed it this afternoon about 2 o'clock, but pool play looks like it will be ending tonight or maybe early in the morning. Not sure yet, as it is 10:35 local time. First pitch is taken by J.P. Patterson. And he hits a rope to the shortstop. Comes up with it cleanly and makes the play at first. Great play over there by Dawson Martinez. And a good stretch by Caden Gadus to retire J.P. Patterson, 6-3 for the first out in the inning. Way to go, young men. Now it rolls back up to the top of the lineup with Jackson Burton, who hit a home run to start this game off. A clean home run. Nobody could get to, and he was motoring around those bases. Now he hits a looper into center field, and that's going to be another clean base hit. 3 for 3 in this ball game for Jackson Barton, as he is on first base. That brings up Mario DeAngelis. Mario DeAngelis is also 2 for 2. Getting hits both in the first and second innings. Swinging the bat well is that young man. With a 14-0 lead, I don't know if they've given up on the stolen bases, but they've been running the whole time. There's a shot. It is squeezed over there by the shortstop, Dawson Martinez, for the second out of the inning. Great job by Mr. Martinez. 2 nice plays he's made in this top of the third inning. 2 down now. Runner remains on first base in the person of Jackson Barton. F6. And now Jaden Allen. The pitching absolutely ropes one into right field. Nobody's going to get to that one. Burton is running. He should have been running on the pitch. And he's going to come around. The throw's coming home, but not in time. And he's going to score the 15th run on a rocket shot by Jaden Allen, a triple, or we'll call it a double, and then taking the extra base on the throw to home plate. Now runner on third, and your new score is Spring Hill American 15, West Volusia 0. A.J. O'Nolan is next. And just because the score is 15-0 to meet the criteria of the mercy rule, we still have 5 more batters that must bat for West Volusia in order for this game to be complete. For the rule, which is a good rule, Dixie Youth enforces that rule that every batter must play, every batter must hit, and everybody must play in the field. Nothing wrong with that rule. I fully support that, just not tonight. There's a looper to second baseman. It is fumbled around. The play is made, but not in time. And another run scores in the person of Jaden Allen. O'Nolan reaches, and he's down on first base. 16-0 is your new score. And that brings up Brody Heddick. And certainly Spring Hill American has no problem with everybody getting to hit this game. Now a change is being made in the field. As I believe they're putting Gadus back over at first base. They are. And now we're ready for Brody Heddick to come up. He's 2 for 2 in the ball game with a couple RBI. He shows bunt, and they are running. I thought they had abandoned that strategy with such a lead, but they continue to run. Two outs in the inning. Not saying I'm a fan of that, but there's a rope to center field by Heddick. This is going to bring A.J. O'Nolan around, but he is out at the plate. What a throw from center field. And Brody Heddick is retired at the plate. 7-2. And that ends the inning. But not before Spring Hill American tacks 2 more on, and now going to the bottom of the third inning. Your new score is Spring Hill American 16, West Volusia 0. here on jockjive.com.
Florida-Dixie Youth All-Stars, Sheriff Eddie Joe White welcomes you to Liberty County. Sheriff White understands all the hard work that has brought you to Bristol and salutes your efforts. He and his staff of deputies and admin personnel wish you the very best. Win or lose, it's about sportsmanship and doing your best. Good luck from Sheriff Eddie Joe White, serving Liberty County with fairness and honesty. When those taste buds are demanding delicious, make it the Cookhouse Restaurant in Blountstown. From steaks to sandwiches, cooks will have those buds saying, oh yeah. There's prime rib, crab legs, a variety of seafood and steaks, soup and salad bar, a complete dessert menu and ice cream bar, and more. The Cookhouse Restaurant is open 10 to 8 Monday through Thursday, till 9 on Friday and Saturday, and open at 7 a.m. Saturday for breakfast. The Cookhouse Restaurant is located on Main Street North. Player team and umpire specials available.
I know that the West Volusia bunch is going home after giving a game effort. We'd like to encourage any of you Spring Hill American who are going to be sticking around for tournament play, go frequent these sponsors, especially the Cookhouse Restaurant in Blountstown. It's on Main Street, just north of Highway 20, across from AutoZone. They're offering specials for players and coaches, players in uniform, coaches as well. Take just a moment and go by and have you a fine meal, and also support these people who have patronized us in order for us to bring this to you this week, and you have this opportunity. West Volusia will be going home. It's been a pleasure to see your kids play and to be safe going home. All right, coming up here in the bottom of the third inning, leading off will be the young lady, Julia Hyatt. She steps in to bat, and here comes the pitch. She hits a dribbler to the pitcher, Jaden Allen, and he flips it over to first base to retire Julia Hyatt. 1-3. One out in the inning as Julia scampers over back to her dugout. Now that brings up Kevin Antune, who takes the first pitch. Did see the home plate umpire talking with the West Volusia coach, wondering if they want to hit all the way through. They can forfeit if they so choose and everybody not hit. I don't know why they would do that, but I've seen it happen before in a game like this. Otherwise, we still have 4 batters that must hit for West Volusia. Fouled off again by Kevin Antune, playing third base. He's made some nice plays over the 3 games I've seen him play. Takes a pitch now. One out in the inning. Ball is fouled out of play. So Antune stays alive. Next would be Eduardo Fabian. And if he reaches, Aiden Colon, the pitcher. Fifth pitch of the at-bat, so he must swing at this one. And there's a little dribbler out front. Another chance for the pitcher. And he makes the play. 1-3 again, retired is Antune. And now 2 outs in the inning. Great play over there by both the pitcher, Jaden Allen, and the stretch by Jackson Burton. And that brings up Eduardo Fabian. 16-0 is your score. There's a foul ball out of play. Evens the count at 1 apiece. As the home plate umpire fires a new ball in. Out to Jaden Allen at the pitcher position. And we're ready to go again. These umpires have had a long day as well. There's a three-hopper to the shortstop, and he won't make the play. Yeah, nope. Safe at first. Fabian reaches. And now that brings up Aiden Cologne. If Aiden reaches base, then the mercy rule will be in effect because all of West Volusia's players will have had an at-bat. Two outs in the inning, runner on first in the person of Eduardo Fabian. Only the second hit of the night for West Volusia. Swing and a miss. We will play another inning if they do not go through the lineup. There's a foul ball. I'm rooting for you, son. I'm never rooting for a kid to get a kick more than I am this one. Here we go. Here's the pitch. Swings and misses. And that retires the side. Cologne is out on strikes, and we will go to the top of the fourth inning. As the umpires are talking to the coaches, there's one batter who hasn't batted yet. And we will go to the top of the fourth inning. Your score, Spring Hill American 16, West Volusia 0 here on JockJive.com.
Here are some things you may not know about Jock Jive. We're one of the nation's premier sports production companies. From audio only to full-scale video productions, we can do it all. Our list of clients is continuing to grow and includes the Southwestern Athletic Conference, Gulf South Conference, NJCAA, Georgia Collegiate Athletic Association, Alabama Community College Conference, Perfect Game, Great American Rivalries, youth sports like Dixie, American Legion, Babe Ruth, plus a litany of high schools, junior colleges, and more. We've worked with names I bet you recognize, like Johnny Manziel, Trent Dilfer, Doug Williams, Monty Coleman, and more. And we travel to practically every part of the country, from New York to California, Florida to Minnesota, and everywhere in between. Here's another thing you may not know. We are ready to come to work for you. That's right, we have a package to fit practically every budget. Just go to JockJive.com and contact us to get international coverage for your next sporting event. Your athletes deserve the best. They deserve Jock Jive.
Okay, so both teams are now lining up, and it appears even though the last hitter for West Volusia did not get an at-bat, there's been an agreement reached somewhere out there. I guess the umpire's still talking to them. I'm not going to discontinue this broadcast until we know for sure. They are lining up. Yes, they are going to award the medals. And so we are finished here. It's been my pleasure to be with you tonight. I've enjoyed myself, and I hope you've enjoyed myself. For all of our Jock Jive team, this is Matt Bassford saying so long, good night, and God bless.